Hello, my name is Quanisha Simmons,
And my name is Sasha Baez.
and we're going to be talking to you regarding forensic nursing. What is forensic nursing? The definition of forensic nursing, according to the International Association of Forensic Nurses, is the application of nursing science to a public or legal proceeding. The forensic nurse scope of practice sums this up as the intersection of healthcare and the legal system. Forensic nurses are nurses foremost with a specialization in collection of evidence, injury identification, evaluation, and documentations which can be used in the court of law. What do forensic nurses do? Forensic nurses are nurses first. After attending to the immediate medical need of the patient, the forensic nurse becomes a specialist in gathering evidence by collecting blood, tissue samples, and semen. This evidence must be preserved if needed in order to convict a perpetrator of a crime. The nurse takes pictures of injuries such as bruises and scratches, etc. The forensic nurse works closely with the legal authorities and may also be called as a witness to provide expert testimony in the court of law. Forensic nurses at work. I'm going to show you a few pictures of forensic nurses in action. The first picture is a picture of a nurse taking some pictures of some possible injuries. The second is a piece of clothing that can be used to collect tissue samples. The next one is a picture of a collected sample or a piece of evidence can be used that can get a fingerprint or swab for DNA. The last is a picture of a nurse in a courtroom providing expert testimony. Types of forensic nurses. Just as there are many types of nurses, there are many subspecialties of forensic nurses that specialize in areas such as sexual assault nurses, SANE or SANE, domestic violence nurses, child abuse specialty, elder mistreatment, death investigation, corrections, or mass disasters in a crisis situation. Forensic nurses work primarily in hospitals, but could be found working in the community anti-violence programs, at the coroner's office, correctional institutions, and psychiatric hospitals. So forensic nurses work closely with physicians and law enforcement in a variant of specialties in order to identify and solve crimes. Why is forensic nursing important? These are specially trained nurses that bridge the gap of medicine and law, and they have the ability to work in a fast-paced, stressful environment. They are also specially trained to be on call any time of day or night because you never know when your services may be needed. They also are able to collaborate with pertinent staff members in a calm demeanor during stressful situations. Teaching and learning strategies. There are over 150 different teaching learning strategies to encourage learning. A forensic nurse uses a specific style, varies upon the patient that they're involved with. The learning environment must always be considered in order to promote learning. Because these nurses are specially trained to work with victims of assault, they are better able to obtain the information without, in most cases, re-victimizing the patient. When working with children, the best teaching strategy can be used, such as role-playing or games. With the role-playing, the nurse is able to create a real-life situation for the child in order to express the activities of a situation. When working with adults, the victims are better able to recall events, so that personal recollection or storytelling may be beneficial in these instances. During the healing phases, counseling will be beneficial for all victims in addressing specific issues and allows them to see that they are not alone in the situation.
Hi, I'm going to speak to you how do you become a forensic nurse. A forensic nurse, you can become one in four different ways. First one is you have to become an RN with either an ASN or a BSN degree. Second is a certification, sexual assault nurse examiners. You might see SANE A or SANE P. SANE A is adults and adolescents, SANE P is pediatrics. Must have 2 years of experience and 40 hours of classroom instruction, and then pass a comprehensive exam. The exam is offered twice annually, and the certification was valid for 3 years. and can be renewed following the completion of 45 hours of continuing education. Third way is a master's in forensic nursing. This is purely optional, hands-on experience with clinical trained forensic nurses in developing public policy, influencing legislation, and collaborating with medical legal professionals. Lastly, advanced professional certification. The International Association of Forensic Nursing, IAFN, has partnered with the American Nurses Credentialing Center, ANCC, to provide the Advanced Forensic Nursing Board Certification, AFNBC. Candidates must have an active RN license, 2 years of experience, a graduate degree in nursing, a minimum of 2,000 hours of practice in nursing and forensic nursing within the previous 3 years, at least 30 years of continuing education hours in the field, and fulfill 2 additional requirements. Examples are academic, credentials, presentations, publications. Those who qualify for this 5-year credential may choose to take a certification exam or even pass a portfolio review conducted by experts in the field. The skills and abilities required for a forensic nurse include observation, documentation, preservation of evidence. These are critical in determining the legal outcome of violent crimes. Documentation is very crucial, must be clear and descriptive, factual and free of opinion and assumption. Every transfer of possession of a piece of evidence must be documented. Transfers should be kept to a minimum to avoid jeopardizing the strength of the evidence. As the representative of the medical examiner or the coroner's office, one has jurisdiction over the body at a scene and must work with the police and other officials involved in the case. The responsibilities of a forensic nurse include collecting evidence from perpetrators and survivors, testifying in court as a factual witness or an expert witness. They are the bridge between the criminal justice system and the healthcare system. The collection of evidence is very important. In collecting body fluids during an autopsy, proper chain of command of custody must be followed for the evidence to be administered in court. They need to have great people skills and communication skills, be able to network. They need to be able to notify the next of kin that there's a death. In conclusion, we have told you many important facts about forensic nursing: what they do, why is the job important, where you will work, and what you will need to do to become a forensic nurse. After all the training you have had hard work pay off. The average salary for a forensic nurse in the state of Florida is $73,249, according to salaryexpert.com. Here are some unique and interesting facts about forensic nursing. Roots started in the 18th century with midwives. Midwives testified in court on matters of virginity, pregnancy, and rape. It started in 1992 with a group of 74 nurses gathering in Minneapolis for the first National Convention of Sexual Assault Nurse Examiners, SANE. From this meeting, the International Association of Forensic Nursing, IAFN, was evolved. Other interesting and unique facts include the nurse death examiners can issue death certificates, which I thought was very interesting. Advanced practice forensic nurses can also work paternity disputes, medical malpractice, automobile accidents, food tampering, and medical equipment defects. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And here are our references from all the information that we did acquire.
Thank you, and we look forward to any feedback that you may have.
Thank you so much, and have a great day.